Hey you guys, it's super dark. MHN by Terra M here, Goddess Intuition. Okay, you guys, I'm taking off my little makeup. I'm in my closet. It's, like I said, dark in here, but I just got done doing a makeup look that was inspired by Destiny's Child, Independent Woman. Independent Women, right? Um, Dedicated to National Women's Day, which is every day, right? Okay, so what I wanted to do is get into the conversation a little bit, and discuss with you guys that in 2019, we're at a point where everybody is like coming out and just, sharing their story and, getting more in tune with each other and actually with our own selves, right? So it really dawned on me that I know from what I see, um, we see a lot of women on social media empowering each other and, girl power and all of that stuff. But I believe that it will be on a greater scale if we expose bits and pieces of ourselves. A lot of the times we're polished when we get on and, our hair, our makeup and stuff is done and everything is perfected to the T. But I'm speaking in terms of what about the girl who don't feel all that beautiful about herself? Or just speaking to the sister that don't even wear makeup like that. You know, what are you sending? What kind of message are you putting out there? Are other people able to resonate with you? Or you just too, high up or too upscale to show bits and pieces of yourself, right? Um, and it sounds contradicting because I have like a full face of makeup on. But I do have videos where it's just my face. I don't have on any makeup. So, and that's not even the case. Let's just not. A woman is a woman. She's powerful all by herself. She don't need no wig, no makeup, no nothing. Okay, and that goes for all women. So we just use these tools as an enhancement, right? But what I was really trying to get out is like, what are you portraying to the world? As far as um, are you just getting on camera just to look good or to take pictures and um, to lead this fabulous life, or are you connecting with women, inspiring women to show themselves and be themselves and be free? Of course, it takes time. Some of us longer than others. I know for myself, I'm just now beginning to like, come out and make videos and stuff. But um, I've always, I've always had it in me to just speak truth. If you want to say, I know it's my truth, and if it comes from a place of honest, then I know it's shared with a lot of other women. You know, but of course we go through self-doubt, double checking our greatness, just by default, I believe. Some of it have to do with a lot of programming, but um, naturally, women are very beautiful and confident. Um, I think it's a trait that we're all born with, but it get washed up in patriarchal society. Us having to prove ourselves, us moving away from being barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. You know, just all of those crazy stereotypes, and us fighting for equal rights, and us fighting for um equal pay, just things of that nature. So, and us just having a voice, us not being told what to do, what to wear, what to feel, how we should take care of our bodies, or how it how we should be sexually, even, but I believe that if more women come out and just speak um their truth without a heavy filter. Of course, you got to save some for the book, y'all. But allowing each other to see ourselves in each other is what I want to say. Because I know for me, um, when I see other women, I see myself in them. Whether it's the woman, going to school or working hard to take care of her child, you know, even so much as being a single parent. It's a lot of stigma around women that are single parents or single mothers. There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like actually, it's a blessing depending on how you handle the situation. Things sometimes don't work out, with yourself and the child's father, and that's okay. And even sometimes, um, you may have a child with someone, right? And then you end up not with them, but you end up with someone else and they have children. Blended family, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Um, as long as it's healthy and as long as it's built on a solid, healthy foundation, and that's with everything. That's with all things. It's not just so much um, looking at one end of the scale. Because when you look at one end, it's like, okay, you have another end opposing that on the side, on this side. So it's just a matter of how you handle things. And going back to what I was saying with just being a woman, right? Um, especially I want to say in a black community, a lot of us are taught, about the whole colorism and, the hair and, oh, don't wear a weave, or, oh, if you wear a weave, then you don't love your natural hair. And just a whole lot of other things that are just, I think it come from, you know, like I said, doubt, society, environment, um, history. You know, it's said that black women are on the low totem pole. Um, I find that hard to believe, actually. And they say, well, if you look at statistics and blah, 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 well, I don't believe in statistics. Like, you're not speaking for a whole population of black women. Like, um, and a lot of times I believe that our black men play into it too, whether we want to believe it or not. Um, because we're seen angry, or because we're seen as bitter, or, you know, oh, well, she's just an angry, mad black woman, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the case either, you know. We endure a lot and we go through a lot. And so this is why I say that it's really important for us to like come together, um, and not just so much as like clicking up with, okay, you're popular, so I'm gonna click up with you, or oh, everybody knows you, so I'm gonna just click up with you. So it's gonna be like a click, 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 click. And when you look at it, that's what it be. No, I'm talking about even for the women that is unpopular, the underdog. I was the underdog, the black sheep, whatever you want to call it. And I loved it because, we are the ones that be trendsetters, so to speak, not to take anything away from any other woman or any other caliber of a woman, but I'm just saying mostly for the ones that are on the low, you know, what they want to say, totem pole. I don't need your totem pole because I make my own and I'm all of it. So, and I don't want to, just like ramble and go from topic to topic to topic, but when you really think about it, it plays out like that. Um, and I think it's really important to, when you get to know yourself and get to love yourself more on a deeper scale, you will begin to see yourself in other women and love them just the same, right? Um, of course, everyone is not going to vibe with you. Everyone is not going to befriend you, and that's fine. Um, but it's like, where is it coming from? Is it coming from an honest place? If you're giving someone advice, if you're in a sister circle and you guys are having discussions about whatever the advice you're giving, is it coming from an honest, pure place? You know, um, and most of the time, it's like I said, with the whole colorism thing, like, okay, because I'm lighter or caramel, oh, I'm better than the next person, or this dark skinned person isn't um, viewed as beautiful because of their skin complexion. No, that's absolutely nonsense. You know, very ignorant. But these these are the things that come up in our community. And it's sad. Um, and it's very like touchy subjects, but it comes up. You know, I think that it's important for us to teach our daughters. I have a child, a daughter, and I make sure I tell her that you treat all girls the same. I don't care their skin color, their hair length, whatever. It doesn't matter. Their eye color doesn't matter because we are all women. We're all feminine, right? And that's the most important. Once you identify with yourself and see what's on the inside of you, you will see it on the outside. So if you are talking negative to yourself, saying negative things, and having doubt, what do you think your outside is going to look like? And I try to make sure that I really teach her those those different qualities to have. What do they say? You treat the CEO and the janitor just the same. There's no different. If anything, uplift and not tear down. Because when you tear down another woman, you tearing down yourself. So, people don't believe that, of course. They be like, oh, well, I'm me and she's her. But in reality, no, we all go through the same things. I don't care if you're rolling around in a Bentley, if you're on a bus stop. We all go through the same things. And like I've stated before, if we teach our daughters to say, hey, you know what? It's not so much about what this woman, or not even woman, it's not so much as what a little girl looks like, right? It's so much as what's in her heart. And that starts with at home, school age, you know, because it actually is sad, but, bullying and name calling and all of this stuff, it starts sometimes at school, or with female cousins or um, little girls around the neighborhood. This clique over here is the better clique. This clique over here. Mm-mm. We get enough of scrutiny with society and just us having our dreams and being women and wanting to stand on our own autonomy, right? So I think that is really important that we share ourselves with each other on a greater scale, not so much as our highlights and our perfection and all of that. More so, what's going on with us inside. So, yep, I think it'd be really good to do so. Yep, I'm taking my eyelashes off. Don't judge me, cause baby, I ain't got time. Okay, you know. So a mess. That's okay though. But yeah. Um,